Hey, it's your favorite Andrina. Coming to give you that one, two, three, because I can, I will, and I have purpose too. And I hope today that you feel amazing. And if not, know that you can change that at any time, any second. But I wanted to come today to encourage somebody on today to empower them to pick them first. See, the reason why things are not working out in your favor is because you are picking everything else and not picking you. Many times, what began to happen to us when it's time for us to pick us, we worried about somebody else. What would they think? The blue app, the likes, the followers, all kinds of excuses on why we cannot pick us first. But then you sit back and you think, you say, well, you know what? Why is my dreams and my visions and my desires not coming to pass? Why am I still stuck in this place? I decided that I wanted to go back to school, but why am I not in school? I wanted to relocate. Why I haven't took the leap to relocate yet? Why have I not cut off these dead relationships that are not serving my greater good, that is not helping me become the best version of myself? Because you're not picking yourself first. You're waiting to get permission from other people when permission was already granted to you. It was granted to you the day that you was born. You don't have to seek approval, permission, desires, or wants from anybody. Everything that you need is within you, but you must understand that. You must tap in, tune in to knowing that I can become, I can have, I can do whatever it is that I want to do if I pick me first. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to serve others, but first you must learn how to serve yourself. See, when you serve you, everybody else get the overflow. But when you serve from an empty cup, then you start questioning who you are. Think about it. Anything in my life that I have been through, I have always put other people first. And it got to a place and a point where it was draining and it started reflecting in my weight. Because everybody think that all I do is laugh and do dancing video, but it's more to Andrina if you pay attention to the story. It's a lot more, and I might not speak about it, but that doesn't mean that I don't go through life lemons or lemonades and all of that good stuff. I go through just like the next person. But one thing I have understand about my journey, I know my why. I know my why to the core. And if you understand that your why will cause you to be unstoppable, you would leap more than you will stay stuck. Think about it. Think about it. Every time you finna move out and do something, you really decide, you know what, this is it. I'm going for it. I'm not stopping. All gas, no brakes, all of that good quote. But then the moment that you decide that I'm going to leap, I'm going to believe, I'm going to show up, and I'm going to do, here come all these different distractions. Here come all these different people saying who you think you are. Then you think about your past. Then you say, no, I'm going to wait for the kids to grow up. But let me tell you something about them children, honey. I'll be the first one to tell you, them kids grow up, honey, and they go on by their business. Trust me when I say this to you. But you always come up with some excuse when it's time for you to take that leap, when it's time for you to put yourself first. Listen, in order for you to win in life, you got to put yourself first. And some people may say that it's being selfish, but it's not being selfish. One thing I always reflect back to is my weight loss journey, because my weight loss journey have really tapped into my personal development. It really showed me my story, my steps, and my success. It showed me everything I needed to know about Andrina. When I was 338 pounds, wearing a size 26, 28, wasn't nobody rescuing me. Matter of fact, we was all trying to go to the nearest buffet to eat our emotions, to stuff our emotion, to stuff our self-belief, to overlook what we know that we really needed to do in order for us to be successful. So one day I remember I was at Applebee's, child, and I was finna go in. Y'all. And I ain't playing no games, because I'm always about trying to get my money's worth. And I looked around at the table of the people that I was attached to, the conversation that we was talking about. And I recognized and realized that I have outgrown this conversation. I have outgrown stuff in my emotions. How much bigger am I going to allow myself to get to think that overeating is going to solve my problem? To think that stuffing my emotion down is going to birth my dreams and my vision. To understand that I have to create boundaries. I don't have to always give all of Andrina. But when you've been conditioned, y'all don't want that thing right there. When you've been conditioned to put everybody ahead of you and you last, that becomes your lifestyle. And then you find something to cushion it. And so food was the cushion for me, but the food was doing damage to me because it wasn't allowing me to grow. It wasn't allowing me to become the best version of me. And so as I'm sitting around the table and I'm listening to our conversation, all of us is nagging, honey, but we still picking up that fork and we still eating. We still eat it. And then you know how you just eat until, you just like, if somebody put a pin in me, I'm going to just blow up. But that is a miserable feeling. That is so miserable. And one thing I learned about food ain't going to never stop and tell you don't need this. Food going to let you eat. Food going to say, if you want to eat, you go ahead on, and I'm going to let you go ahead. And if you want to blow up to 338 pounds, sis, that is on you. But in that particular day, I was just looking at us and I was saying, when are any of us going to step up to the plate and change the trajectory of our life by saying, this is no longer serving us? This is not helping us. I decided at that moment at Applebee's, you know what? I don't want this life no more. I don't want it no more. It's pitiful. It's stuck. It's stagnation, it's stinking thinking, and it ain't no motion. And when things are not in motion, it stinks, it's stale, and it's not moving. And in life, you got to understand, picking you first means that you got to make moves that other people may not understand, but they're going to have to adjust. In life, you're going to have to do things that you've never done before. You're going to have to decide, it's me this time. It's me, and it's going to be me. And that day right there, I decided it was going to be me. Honey, when I walked out of Applebee's, I said, you know what? I ain't playing with y'all no more. Honey, don't call her no more. Talking about we going to buffets and we going to overeat. Let's go to the gym. Let's go to the nutritionist. Let's do something that's different. Let's get beyond this small mindset. This way of thinking and this way of doing things is not serving our greater good. And I began my journey 7 years ago. And it's been a roller coaster ride, but the one thing I can say is that it brought self-awareness to me. The one thing that I know that when I slip off and I might pick up 20 or 30 pounds, is better than me picking up 138 pounds. It'll trigger me to understand I'm off my course somewhere. That means that I'm not picking me first. That means that I'm picking everything else around me. So then I tap in and I tap into my why, and I understand, Andrina, get back to your why. Pick you first and understand that everything that you need in life and everything that you desire, everything that you want, you can have. But you must show up and play, not asking for permission, not seeking nothing else, looking forward to get what it is that I deserve. And don't get me wrong, life serves me lemons just like it does everybody else. But one thing I know, and two things for certain, is I'm going to make it the sweetest lemonade, because I have got it in my mind. Two things that is my drive is that what is for me is for me. And that the only way I can get whatever the pain that I went through in life is I got to get a reward for it. And I'm going to get that reward. And the bonus is I ain't no quitter. I ain't going to never quit. I'm not going to quit on Andrina, not another day, another moment, nor another second. So I wanted to encourage somebody on today. Don't never quit on you, but always pick you first. Everybody else, they can adjust. And if y'all want to know if I still go to Applebee's, every once in a while, but now I've learned to get a salad. Listen, y'all stay in the race. If you continue to run your race and not take shortcuts, but do the work, and the work is not the outer, the work is the inner. Tap into your why, and I guarantee you everything in life will serve you your heart desire. Stay amazing.